Well, last night, Georgia beat Alabama, kicked it in gear in the second half to win the national championship, their first since 1980, so congrats to them. Kirby Smart, only the second assistant coach to beat Nick Saban. Very well deserved. Good job, guys. But now that the college football season is over, let's talk about some changes that need to be made before next season. I got a couple things that I think would definitely improve the game. First off, I think is an obvious one. The new overtime rules they implemented for the 2021 season, where after two overtimes they just start trading 2-point conversions. It's terrible. It's one of the worst rules in football I've ever seen. It'd be like, hockey does shootouts, but they don't do it in the playoffs when it really matters. There's not as many games, so the games tend to matter more. But it's just terrible. I mean, it'd be like, if they just decided after a couple overtimes in basketball they were going to settle it with a 3-point contest or a free throw contest. Or, if baseball, after a few extra innings, they just decided, all right, we're just going to settle this with a home run derby. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. I thought, a few years ago they had some clock rules that I thought were the dumbest thing ever, where the clock would start as soon as the ball was kicked. And as soon as the change of possession happened, this is worse. It's atrocious. Go back to the old system. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I guess, I prefer the NFL sudden death. Their way of doing overtime. The college rules basically take special teams out of the equation. But, it was still better than just, having a 2-point conversion shootout. Another thing that they kind of need to get reined in, this NIL. I'm not, especially in the recruiting period where, I think it was Texas A&M. Their booster spent $30 million, on deals for recruits. I mean, there's got to be some sort of control with this. I don't know a whole lot about it, how it's going to work. I don't think a lot of people do. Everybody's still figuring it out. So I don't know what the answer is. But there's got to be, got to rein it in a little bit. You just can't be having the wild, wild west, which kind of segues into the next thing. I mean, bidding for transfers or trying to get kids to transfer, this transfer portal, especially this season, it just seems really out of control. I mean, Caleb Williams, starting quarterback for Oklahoma, entered the transfer portal. I'm assuming he's going to follow his former coach to USC, and that's why he entered it. But, I mean, you've got high-profile starting players, former 5-star players. I'll admit this, it has benefited my Nebraska Huskers this offseason with transfers coming in. Normally they kind of get hit by the transfer going out, but it's coming back around for them. But still, I mean, gotta rein that in. It's like I said, NIL, transfer portal, getting completely out of control. And I guess those are the three big ones that come to mind. I mean, there's always improvements that can be made to the game at various stages, but and the targeting. The targeting calls are getting completely out of hand. You make a good form tackle and you risk getting put out of the game, so they need to do something about that as well. Ease off on the targeting, and it's football. Let them go play, and unfortunately, once in a while somebody will get hurt, and that's just part of the game. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, if you think there are some changes that could be made to the game to improve it. And like the video, subscribe to the channel. We like to have a lot of fun here. So, Chaos in Southwest Nebraska, out.